I would stand for the pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have any citizen questions regarding tonight's agenda? Seeing none, we call this meeting to order at 6:43. Roll call, Trustee Meadows.
Here.
Trustee Myers.
Here.
Trustee Stevens.
Here.
Trustee Stewart.
Here.
Trustee Thomas.
Here.
Trustee Wilding.
Here.
And I, President Garrett, here. Do we have any excellent education tonight?
Not tonight.
Do we have any consideration of additions or deletions to tonight's agenda? Approval of agenda.
Mr. President, I move the Willow Run Board of Education approve the agenda as presented.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the agenda as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Approval of minutes.
Mr. President, I move the Willow Run Board of Education approve the minutes as presented for the joint board meeting of August 8, 2012, and the board meeting of August 16, 2012.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the minutes as presented from the joint board meeting of August 8, 2012, and the board meeting of August 16, 2012. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Do you have any acknowledgements and correspondence tonight?
No, sir, not tonight.
Do we have any board committee reports?
Finance committee hasn't met in a while, so we're tentatively setting up a meeting for next Friday from 10 a.m.
Any other?
Policy committee, we're just gonna have to hold off a little bit. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and then we're gonna catch up with some of the stuff that we need to get back into the book that were added as part of the old. And that's gonna be a time-consuming project.
Under new and old business, we have approval of service contract.
Mr. President, I move that the Willow Run Board of Education authorize the superintendent to enter into a service agreement with Coach EZ LLC to pay non-staff coaches. Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education authorize the superintendent to enter into a service agreement with Coach EZ LLC to pay non-staff coaches. Discussion.
Did this go out for bid?
No.
Is this, an approved whatever from the state or?
Cecilia?
It's a company that most of the districts in Washtenaw County use to pay their non-coaches. They pay them as individual contract people instead of paying retirement and everything. Of course, we have staff coaches that will stay on our payroll, but this is for non.
But school districts in the county
Yes,
use this
yes.
successfully?
Yes.
Very
Are these-
successful. We're actually
One of the few that do not. Yeah.
Well, if there's trouble with one of the coaches,
They take their incident reports that we fill out and they take care of them. They take them off their roster and it's then it's depending on the severity, severity. It's their employees, their liability, but
It's like the substitute teacher service that we go through is the same type of service.
Just out of curiosity, it says here savings will be approximately see that their service fee is 12.5%.
Right.
So does, which side of the 19% does that 12.5% fall on?
Well, it's actually, the savings is, if you didn't have to pay the 12%, the savings would be up over 30.
Okay,
So
that's what I
it's,
wanted to make
yeah.
sure. I wanted to-
Savings of retirement and social security.
Okay, the way it was phrased, I just wanted to make sure of where that the 19% was figured in.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Stevens.
Aye.
Trustee Myers.
Aye.
Trustee Stewart.
Aye.
Trustee Thomas.
Aye.
Trustee Meadows.
Aye.
I vote aye. Mr. President.
Aye, motion carries. Approval of license renewal, education 2020 online learning.
Mr. President, I move that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the renewal of 30 licenses for Education 2020, the online credit recovery and academic support program used by Willow Run High School.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the renewal of 30 licenses for Education 2020, the online credit recovery and academic report program used by Willow Run High School. Discussion.
This is a renewal, this is the fourth year we're using it. It's for credit recovery and student support, using the online platform, and we do have teachers that are also there as facilitators.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Approval of service contract, Strategic Protection Group, Inc.
Mr. President, I move that the Willow Run Board of Education authorize the superintendent to enter into a service agreement with Strategic Protection Group, Inc. to furnish security personnel, total amount not to exceed $75,000.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education authorize the superintendent to enter into a service agreement with Strategic Protection Group, Inc. to furnish security personnel, total amount not to exceed $75,000. Discussion.
So we're doing this in lieu of an actual liaison officer like some other districts around us have?
Instead of the liaison officer, yes, that, and also what we had last year and a few years past, the hall monitors. This gives us true security. Actually, we also have one in the evenings that has a split shift from 12 to 8 or 1 to 8, whichever it is, so that also they get to help with and be there for games at our home games. So, and they were already attended our first volleyball game, and it was just kind of nice to see that they're walking around and finding the nooks and crannies and helping us make sure kids make good choices.
These are uniformed officers?
They have, yes, security guard uniforms, yes.
And other schools have used them?
Well,
Yes, I think sometimes there's some similar companies, use a similar company, not this company, but a similar company in Eastern.
And I did notice that Ann Arbor can no longer afford its police liaison
Right.
officers.
These are not police officers.
Right.
Security guards.
Right, but somebody said this is a group of, and they can no longer afford theirs.
We haven't had any real security problems, so not like other schools that,
No, we have not.
where they're liaison officers. Yeah, okay.
In fact, one of the officers, I talked to somebody, two of the officers this afternoon, and he said, I was kind of surprised. I said, it really is kind of amusing to talk to people who aren't used to being around kids and bring them into the school, and very often they say, golly, those kids are boom fights and all kinds of outrageous behavior. They're really kind of fun people to be around. They were complimentary, thought that their appearance, well, the whole idea is to have a visible control to just kind of keep.
help children make the right choices.
That's right.
I think to answer your question, any problems we've had have really been outside the building